Tonight is going to be crazy, man, because there's this ongoing topic, about how women who are successful can't get a man. First of all, it's not true. First of all, it's just not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's just not true. But we're going to talk about it. I have about 15 minutes to share with you my opinion. Everything is relative, y'all. It's relative. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. I want to, first of all, let me see you in the comments, man. Y'all speak to your boy. Say hello. Some of you I was just with a few hours ago. But y'all speak to me. I want you to tell me, do you think it's impossible for successful women to have successful relationships? Y'all let me know. Tonight's for the ladies, man. All right, let's read it. Let's see it. Let's see what y'all are saying. Alex said it's not impossible. Rhonda said I think it's possible. Brandon, what's up, bro? Love you, man. Hope you're safe. Hey, Shapriya. Brandy said, I believe we can, but not without effort and work. Very good. Courtney said, it's not impossible with the right mindset and heart. Very good perspective. Whitney said, we can have it all. Tatiana said, I think that there are some challenges, but not impossible. Like that. Candace said, absolutely not. Seeing too many successful women do it already. Absolutely not. Seeing too many successful women do it already. All right. Chris said, not impossible, just hard. What's impossible is that you didn't come to work today. But, we'll talk about it in private. All right. Miss Stark says, it's not impossible. It's just the standards are higher majority of the time. So it takes a real man. Miss Starks. You actually tapped into the show. First of all, I want you to understand this, ladies or men. Being single is not a character flaw. There's nothing wrong with being single. You need to understand that. You need to understand. Do me a favor, like, share, and tag, especially the people who are the women who are very, very successful. Let them know that we're on and we're talking about them because they may need some encouragement, but they also may need some strategy. And we're going to help with that tonight on Bandwidth for about 15 minutes. Being single is not it's not a character flaw. It is absolutely okay that you are single. It is absolutely okay that you cannot find someone that meets your standards. It is absolutely not okay to compromise just because you're sick of being lonely. Okay? It is not okay to compromise. It is okay to stay single until you find the right person for you. It is not okay to downgrade just because you want your feelings or your emotions met, okay? And that's what we see a lot of women doing because they are afraid to be single. They don't think that a husband out of 7.8 billion people, hear me very carefully, hear me, I want to say this to somebody, out of 7.8 billion people, your soulmate doesn't have to be an inmate. Nothing wrong with people who come out of that world, A, B, C, and D, nothing wrong with that. Hear me very carefully. But the statement, the context of the statement is this. Do not compromise just because you are afraid of being by yourself. 7.8 billion people in the world. God can send anyone. If you believe in God or higher power of some sort, many of you rub a rock to get a man. That's probably why you're still single. But nevertheless, I believe that God can send you, hear me very carefully, the person that he has predestined for your life. You do not have to compromise. This is what I believe. Have a problem with anything I just said? Inbox me. Okay? You need to understand that. All right? I have seen too many women, hear me, too many women settle because of low self-esteem, low self-worth, or compromising because they don't want to be without companionship. So understand it is okay to be single. It is okay to be single. It is not a character flaw. Okay? The second thing I want you to understand is this. All of this talk about, oh, yeah, I'm in my 30s and, it's not, having children. I'm getting too old. You're 32 years old. It's a health concern. No, go work out, eat right. That baby will be just fine. I'm 35 and it's a health risk to it's a health risk to have children. So I need to go ahead and just let anybody impregnate me. I don't care if they're a bum. I don't care if their credit score is 350. I don't care if they are suspect. I don't care about. I can overlook that just so because I'm getting too old. How old are you? 35. No, the reason that you may have possibly have an unhealthy birth is because you're unhealthy right now without a child. You don't drink no water. You don't eat no vegetables. You don't work out, you don't walk not a mile, not nowhere. So if you were 25, you already stand a health problem because you don't take care of yourself. You hear what I'm saying? So what's my point? My point is this. These days you can have success, you can have marriage and children if you want it. It doesn't really matter how old you are. Now, we understand that some people have health issues. We understand the risk. But the point I'm trying to make is all of this, I got to get married now, got to get married now, got to get married now. And the inability to wait and be patient, and find and waiting on someone to be sent to you that is really beneficial for your life and is really carved out for who you are. It's ridiculous how we see people settle because I got to get married now because I'm getting too old. I'm getting too old. No, you can literally be married, have children, be successful all at the same time, and it's not a problem. People are doing it all over the world. You need to understand that. You can have it all. Put it in the comments. I can have it all. You absolutely can. It's really about confidence and it's about priorities. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not missing anything. You're not without. It's about your confidence. It is about your willingness to say, I'm going to be successful. Now, let's get into that for a moment. I want to read this to you. Many studies of mate selection conducted around the world find that the rule of dating, watch this. Don't miss this. That is, spouses tend to show similar educational achievements. Spouses tend to show similar educational achievements. They also marry partners who are similar in attitudes, religion, and values. Spouses tend to show similar educational achievements. They also marry partners who are similar in attitude, religion, and values. All right, so here's what that means. Here's the truth of the matter. Is it impossible for a woman that's very successful to have a relationship? Yes. The problem is women, specifically black women, listen to me, y'all. Black women in the world are the most educated and highest and the most successful and entrepreneurially than any other race and gender. Black women are the most successful educationally and entrepreneurially than any other race and gender. So here's what's happening. The studies are showing that women, that people who have relationships, in relationships, they typically date or marry people who are in the same social class as them. Same social class as them. So what you don't typically find is this. This is what the studies and this is what people are really saying. That people... Let's give a really good example. A woman that has a PhD is not marrying a man who does not have education. A woman that has a master's degree probably will not marry a man that does not have education. In the last 30 years, as women have become better educated, they have tended to marry educated men. And the problem is, black women are having a hard time because they're not finding the average successful woman, but we're specifically, let's talk to the African American community, the average successful woman who's educated and highly successful, let's say with entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship, the average man that she meets doesn't even have a bachelor's degree. And so unless a woman is dysfunctional and she likes a weak man, uneducated man, someone that she can kind of raise, and I've seen that. Listen, this is not general. We're talking about studies and we're talking about majority. We're not talking about, well, my mama married, my dad didn't have no education. We're not talking about your mama. We're talking about the majority. We're talking about after careful study, the percentage is higher for women who are highly educated and highly successful to marry men or to date men in their same social class. Does it make sense? So here's what I'm trying to say to you. Ladies, the reason that is difficult is because there are men out here, but the men that you would probably choose or look at or consider is not in your social class. For example, I have a doctorate and I am in school for my PhD. I probably won't ever, ever, ever marry someone who doesn't have anything less than a master's degree. Why? Not because I'm like, she got to have a master's degree. That because of my education, because of I'm a pastor, and I pastor one of the dopest churches in Atlanta, Love Encounter. So that places me in a certain social environment. My education places me in a certain social environment. So when we're talking about marrying someone or dating someone, I'm probably not going to put it like this. Put it like this, y'all. Based upon the study, my wife probably will have a doctorate degree of some sort. I probably won't ever, 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 ever marry a woman who does not have it. What if God told you? We're not talking about God. We're talking about the stats. We're talking about what is normal. It is normal based upon the study. It is normal for someone who's highly educated. They're in a certain economical status. It is normal for them to date and marry people who are in that same class. That's the class. That's the word I was looking for. A social economical class, social class, educational class. It is normal for a person who has high achievement, high education. They have some type of high success, whether it be entrepreneurship. It is normal for them not to be attracted, drawn to people who don't have those things. It's not that they're saying ill, it's saying my attention is not there. My attention is not there. I'm not even in those environments. And then there's something psychologically that says, hey, if you're not successful in education, if you're not successful in some type of entrepreneurship as I am successful, how do you support or even understand me? Then as a man that's highly successful, you're talking about this new word has come out, what do you call it? A high level woman or high level man. You really want someone that's really in that same class because something in you says, I don't want to be used by someone of a lower status than I am. So ladies, the reason why now I'm going to give you some tips, right? I'm going to give you some do's and don'ts. Specifically, I'm going to do high value. Thank you, Shapriya. High value men, high value women. And men are a little different. Men are a little different. We don't look for everything that a woman looks for, but specifically, you're not going to, when talking about for a woman, high value people, successful people, people who make 85,000, highly educated and up, right? They're not going to date too much lower than themselves because something psychologically says I need a partner versus someone who I'm having to take care of or carry. I'll never forget this story. I heard this story almost almost 18 years ago. This lady was very, very educated, very educated. I mean, she pulled herself out of the mud, man. I'm talking about got pregnant as a teenager, blah, blah, blah. And she was dating this guy who was not educated, not as successful as she was and was becoming. And she was in the store and ran into a local college president, and that local college president, of course, knew who she was and said, hey, I would like you to come to the school and do some things and A, B, C, and D, blah, 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 blah. And the person she was dating at the time made some very, very inappropriate comments to the president, trying to fit into the conversation, trying to make himself a little bit more valuable, because that president was not even looking at him. He wasn't looking at him. Now, two things come to mind here. If I would imagine, if get this, I would imagine, I'm just talking about human nature. Michael Jackson, shout out to you. I would imagine that if her boyfriend was, let's say, a doctor of some sort, she would have introduced him as, hey, here's my boyfriend, Dr. John Smith. Watch this. And I'm pretty sure that president would have engaged both of them. It's just natural, yo. It's just natural. It's just natural. It's just natural. But the president didn't engage both of them. He was focused on her, and he tries to chime in and make himself seem important. And this is what she did. She called me, told me the story, and said I was so embarrassed. And so that's what highly educated people typically that's why we gravitate to people who fit our educational status or in that same arena. Typically, I didn't say this is for everybody, did I? So don't comment or don't say any, inbox me. I'm saying the average. All right, now, get this, y'all. Here's the truth. The better or the more educated you are, the harder it is to find someone because of everything we previously stated. So understand this, ladies, that as you continue to increase in your education, as you continue to increase in your economical status, whatever that is, it's going to be harder because you're typically, watch this, y'all, women typically look for men who have achieved more than them. Women, I don't care, listen to me, women, specifically successful women, typically look for men who have achieved more than them. I'm going to be really, really honest with you, y'all. I'm going to be really, really honest with you. And y'all not going to like this. Y'all are not going to like this. Typically, when a woman is more successful than a man, typically, this is what I have seen. Can it work? Absolutely. Will it work? Maybe. Nothing is guaranteed. Absolutely nothing. I don't care if both of y'all are successful, millionaire, billionaire, whatever. I'm saying this, that a lot of times when a woman is more successful than a man, when she's more educated, highly astute, promising career, typically what I have seen is this. Emotionally, she compromised, or she likes being the one in charge. I have seen women who do that they are they like being the one in charge. They like having an up on a man. So they'll choose someone that's in a lower social economical class than them. Or she made that decision because she was emotionally vulnerable, meaning I'm doing this because I don't want to be alone. All right. And yo, I ain't no child. Let me tell you what I do for a living. People. I do people for a living. That's just what I'm grown. And I ain't no idiot. Typically when a woman dates or marries a man who's of a lower social or economical class than she is, two things. She likes dominating, and you can tell in her controlling personality, or emotionally she was vulnerable. She just didn't want to be alone. So she took what was there. That if she was a person that was whole, A, B, C, and D emotionally, she probably would not have given that particular person the time of day. And I've seen that for years. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Put in the comments what y'all think about what I just said. Women typically date men who are more successful than they are. They are lead. Listen to me. Listen to me, y'all. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Now, listen, that doesn't mean that if a woman has a doctorate degree, she got to have a man that has a doctorate degree. That means a woman that has a doctorate degree probably is going to marry a man that has at least a master's or even a bachelor's, but he may be successful in another area. I mean, really successful. All right, let me read the comments. Accurate. Lord, make me whole. Hey, I feel you, man. All right. Facts. You're speaking the truth, sir. You came from my neck with that one. I do apologize. I've seen it time and time again. You are not lying, sir. Truth. That's true. You're speaking the truth, sir. True. It's the truth, sir. Yeah. This is so accurate. Not surprised. TBH. What's TBH? To be hollered? I don't know. You're making it make sense, Pastor. All right. There we have it. So if you don't have a problem with me, inbox all of those people that just said that just agree with what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to get people to agree with me. And these are women, right? These are women. That's why, listen to me, y'all. I just, my mindset is a little different. I got to listen, I have a doctorate, but I got to get that PhD. I got to be successful financially, A, B, C, and D, because that's what women want. They want men who can lead them in some form or fashion. Women, listen, a woman who is whole, she does not listen. She wants a man that can lead her in every area. That doesn't mean he got to be the richest thing in the world. It means that she wants someone that she can look at and admire and be inspired by. If you're a woman, you have a doctorate degree, I'm not saying that she's going to want a millionaire and somebody that has 2 doctorate degrees. No, I'm saying you got to be. And so this is, ladies, I'm saying don't be tripping because you can't find somebody. It's what the mindset you have and what you are going through is what comes along with being a successful woman. It's normal is what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying let's normalize being single until we find people in our same social economical class. And not downgrading because we're emotionally dysfunctional and afraid to be by ourselves. It's normal. If you are successful, which I'll say now, about your business, it's normal to not have so many options. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. When you are a highly educated, highly successful woman, you become a Porsche, meaning this: they don't have TV commercials because their audience, or is it a Porsche or a Lamborghini? It's a Lambo. They don't have TV commercials. Why? Because their target audience, the people that buy Lamborghinis, they don't watch TV. If you want I'll say a regular car because I don't want to get in trouble. If you want a regular car, regular people watch TV. But people who can afford a Lamborghini, they probably don't watch TV. So that's why Lamborghini does not invest in TV commercials. All right. So you have to understand, I just need to get in the environment where people would where my class of people will be. I'm a Lamborghini. I ain't on the TV. I ain't always on social media. I'm not thirsty. I'm not average. I have a certain level of value. And so what the problem is, ladies, the reason you may be having a hard time in that area is because you're in an environment where you wouldn't even consider the men in that environment. You need to go to another environment where your status is. You heard me? All right. Now, let me talk to you real quick, and I gotta let you go. I just affirmed y'all. You're successful. You're getting it. You're killing it. Keep smashing. Keep doing your thing. But ladies, the more successful you get, the thing you cannot forget is that you are still a lady. You ain't no man. Even that man that's in your same social economical class, he still wants a woman. Yeah, he may be educated, and yeah, you're educated. Yeah, he may be successful financially, and yeah, you may be successful financially. Yeah, both of you all are building, but he still wants a woman. He doesn't want a business partner. He wants a woman. So here's the problem. Here's one of the things I'm seeing. The more successful you all become, you forget that you're still a woman. You don't know how to turn that off because culture and society has made you become like you got to be so aggressive to get it. You all work in industries that specifically African-American women, y'all got to be better. Hear me. We got to be better than white people. We got to be better than y'all got to be better than black men and men, period. You got to be better. So you all have to turn on this aggressive lion type mindset to be successful. But here's the problem. If you allow that, if you turn that on and you don't know how to control that and turn that off, you will allow that to steal your femininity. Men want women, not business partners. Men want women, not business partners. Don't go home and be a business partner. Don't go home and be like, "What up, bro?" No, you killed it at work. You had to be aggressive. You had to know your business. You had to be smart. You had to outsmart everybody. When you went to the board meeting, staff meeting, whatever you did, you had to have the answers. You had to be on it. You had to be on point. You had to come with your notes. You had to be astute. You even had to check some bros. You had to check a cat and say, "Don't ever talk to me like that." You got to be on your stuff. I get it, but hear me. You got to know how to, by the time you get in the car and get to your destination where your man is going to be, you got to know how to turn that junk off. Though he's a man, he ain't that man on your job. So you don't have to be in competition with him. And if you're in competition with anybody that you're dating because he makes you feel like that, then that's the wrong person for you. That when you date somebody or you married to somebody, you all become partners. You all become a team. That when you win, he wins. Women want women. You all want winners. You all want winners. But if you're in a relationship with a guy that's intimidated by your success and he doesn't understand that when you win, he wins and vice versa, and it's causing you to be competitive and aggressive just like you are in the world, just like you are on your job, then that's the wrong person for you. Because the truth of the matter is, when you walk in the house, you should be able to take off all of that armor and be a woman again. So listen to me. Understand this. I don't care how successful you are. I don't care how much money you have. There are rules to engagement. There are rules to engagement. When you engage with a man, specifically your man, and that's why many women who are successful can't keep men, because you all are in relationships, and what you all don't present is femininity. You all don't present, hey, I'm not trying to be a boss. I ain't trying to be a CEO in a relationship. I'm trying to be a woman. You heard me? And so men, I don't care. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm educated. I'm pretty successful. I'm on my way. But listen to me. I ain't trying to engage with no woman that will not be a woman. I'm like, do you want me to call you baby or bro? Because you acting like you want me to call you bro. I'm trying to call you babe. So for example, be a lady. I know you got to go to work and open the door for yourself. But when you get around me, I need you to drop them. I need you to drop them backs, and I need you to act like you weak. I need you to act like you weak. I need you to act like I need you to be like, I need you to be my strength. You feel it? But I'm about to turn up on that thing. You feel? You ain't weak, but I need you to be like, babe, open this for me. I can't do it. Now you done opened it 22 times, right? But I need you to make me feel like I'm strong. You feel what I'm saying? I need you to want to make me feel like I need you to be a lady. You feel about listen, excuse me for a moment. Your boy kind of zoned out. You heard me. That's what we want. Get this. You don't have to prove. Listen, learn how to turn that off. Don't be so aggressive. Don't treat me like I'm your supervisor. Don't treat me like I'm at the board meeting. When we get into a disagreement, don't bring up how much money you make. When we get into an argument, don't be talking about, I do this, I do that. You got to calm down, man. You heard me. All right, so here's some tips. Number one, ladies, be vulnerable, man. It's okay to be weak. Man, I wish I could talk about the scripture on here. This bandwidth, I talk about it. It's okay to be weak. It's okay to be physically weak. The scripture says that that women are the weaker vessels. It's okay to be. You don't have to be strong with me. I got you. That's what a man wants. So be vulnerable. You can cry. You can listen. Ask me for help. I know you can't do that a lot on your job because you've been getting it. But ask me for help. I got you. And if I don't know the answer, I promise you, if you got the right man, he about to go and try to find out. But he gonna make sure he solved that problem for you. Don't try to figure everything out. We want to be the solution. And when y'all come in these relationships and you don't say, no, babe, you the man, figure it out. I'm depending on you. You got to say stuff like that. You got to say stuff like that, because a lot of times men are just kind of be like, well, she, whatever. She's so loud. She's so aggressive. So you got to make us step up. You got to be like, babe, you the man. I'm depending on you. And when you say I'm depending on you, boy, something happens to us. You heard me. Trap dog, Cobra. You feel me? You got to tell them, baby, I'm depending on you. I need you. You got to say, do y'all say stuff like that anymore? Babe, I need you to help me with this. I don't know. How should I handle this on my job? How should I handle this with my family? How should I handle this with this situation? No, I'm an expert with accounting, but I ain't an expert in life. Yeah, I'm an expert in law, but I'm not an expert in life. Babe, I need you to be the expert. So be vulnerable. It's okay. You don't have to show all your muscles. And how do you show your muscles as a woman? Oh, I've been in finance 24 years. I'm an expert entrepreneur. I know how to get up from the... Be easy, baby. Be easy. Don't come home. Why you with a man anyway that you gotta talk about your resume with? Stop. Let him do the resume. Let him do all that because we got to beat our chest. Whoo, whoo. But you don't do that because that's not. I don't come home. I only present my resume when I'm trying to get a job. I present my vulnerability, my brokenness, my character, my wholeness, my who I am, my purpose. I present that to my husband. You feel me? Not resumes, dog. So it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry in his arms. It's okay to show weakness at times. It's okay to be like, and weakness does not mean I can't do it. Weakness says, I'm inviting you to help me figure this out. So number one, be vulnerable. Number two, ladies, I know you're successful, man, but come home and do positive affirmations to him. Babe, you're this. Babe, you're that. Not I. Stop. Do that on your job. You got to prove yourself. Do that with your family. When you get with your man, tell him who he is, man. No, come on, bro. Don't no man want to hear all of what you got, what you doing. I'm this. They want me to do this. We're going to celebrate with you, baby. But I'm saying you got to focus on me, right? And how do you do that? Develop that habit of telling him how powerful he is. See, if you had real power, you ain't got to talk about all your power. You can give power away. And those of you all, ladies, because it's your night, if you so powerful, then you don't have to talk about how dope you are. You can give that power away. And when you can give power away, you're not always talking about yourself. You know how to focus on him, focus on others. That's real power. You understand what I'm saying? If you had so much power, you don't have to beat on your chest and talk about how powerful you are because you're so powerful that I can't even handle all the power. You take some. And when you get home, I know you're educated. I know you're successful. I know you ran the meeting. I know people listen to you. But if you're so powerful, hear me, if you're so powerful, that means you can afford to give some power away by way of affirmations to your man. Hey, you so wonderful. You so smart. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the problem. And here's the problem, y'all. The problem is we have become successful but not healed. See, when you're successful and not healed, all you're going to do is be a successful, egotistical, self-centered, prideful woman. Or man, but we're talking about we're talking about women. You understand what I'm saying? So because you're broken, because nobody told you that you were great, nobody, you didn't get an award when you were in high school, or some jock didn't like you didn't like you and wanted somebody else, you're doing everything to prove. And so you can't say you so smart because you want everybody to know that you smart. But if you so smart and we had to come to your graduation, we saw you walk across the stage, bro. It was a Saturday. We were in the bed. We wanted to go to IHOP, but we had to come to your graduation and scream for you. We were there. We know you smart. So you don't have to tell us that you're smart. You can give that away. It's okay. Get this. It's okay to say, "Hey, you so smart. You so smart. You so great. You so intelligent. I would have never thought about that." You don't know how to compliment. You always want somebody to see you. So that's not going, any man, I don't care how successful you are or he is, a man wants to be esteemed and affirmed and honored. And if you don't want to do that, Miss Successful Lady, you're going to be single, or you're going to lose the man that's even in your social economical status or class. You heard me. And you got to dig deep. It can't be condescending. It can't be superficial. You got to mean that. You got to look at, man, he's good at this. He's good at that. He's good at, don't just be like, "Oh, I like them shoes, babe. You look so nice today." And that's all you say. Say stuff like, "I love to hear you talk. I love to watch you think. I love when you're trying to figure out something." That means you're being intentional. He going to be like, "For real?" He ain't going to say it because he going to be like, "Yeah, straight up, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?" But internal, he gonna be like, "Well, I'm about to keep thinking then. I'm about to keep thinking." You feel me? You got to be intentional. Don't patronize. You shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody. You got to kind of find a compliment. What you in the relationship for? You heard me. So do positive affirmations, not just to yourself. "Today I will have a great day." You rubbing your rocks. Rubbing your rocks. You keep rubbing the rocks. You're gonna break out in hives. No, no, not no, not just no. Do a positive affirmation for him every morning. Send him a text message. Today you shouldn't listen. Send him a text message. Say, "Good morning, black man. Always know that when times get tough, you have two things: God and a black queen." Come on, boy. I don't have time, man. That's what we need to hear. Y'all don't ever do that. Y'all don't ever do that. That's a positive affirmation. You got your affirmation going on because you a black queen trying to be successful. We taking it's the weird you're the woman, but you don't have a man. It's the year of the woman, but you can't keep a man. It's the year of the woman, but your man is not happy. It's the year of the woman, but your man is talking to somebody else. You heard me? Get up in the morning and prioritize. That's my third one. Prioritize him. You can be successful, but get this. Be successful, but fix his breakfast on the way out the door. Be successful and say, "I'm Ubering you breakfast, babe." Be successful, but I'm going to put a card in the mail. Be successful and give him. I like cigars. Give him some cigars and a wad of cash. I love a wad of cash. I love me a wad of cash. You feel what I'm saying, dog? You can still be successful. Prioritize him, though. Multitask. I got to do the board meeting, but my man's straight. You heard me. Prioritize him. He needs to know that, and I'm telling you, he gonna support you if he knows he comes first. So you gotta listen and find somebody that can support you and understand. And typically, if he's educated and he's successful, he understands the demand of an educated and successful woman. At the same time, he's still a man, and though he's supportive, he gonna still have some needs met that need to be met. And you know what I'm talking about. You feel me? So prioritize him. If you're so successful, that means you can carve out 8 hours in the week to say, "I'm spending time with Bae. I'm turning my phone off. I ain't got to do no assignment. I ain't turning in that work. I ain't doing none of that. Because I got to prioritize my Bae." You heard me. This your boy. I'm trying to help you. All right? Get this. Get more education. Some of y'all don't have nobody. Let's get more education. If you have a master's, get a doctorate. If you have a doctorate, get something else. Get some certification. If you ain't got none, get an associate degree. Why? Because that's going to put you in a place, it's going to put you in an atmosphere where a quality man may be more likely to be. All right, here's another one. Be beautiful. Be beautiful. You can get a man. Let me tell you what I found out. Let me tell you what I don't like. This your boy. And then I'm done. Be beautiful. Get your sexy on. You so successful, but your lips white. You so successful. I know you got a lot going on, but you need to be sexy. So I just gave you 3 or 4 things. My last 2, I know your lips chap. Your lips chap and your breath smell like oxtail. Ain't nobody with that. I can't find no man. Yes, you can. Your lips chap though. And then when you put the lip stuff on, stop getting that lip gloss that make that little white line. Don't nobody want to look at that. Zebra lip. No, why? No, you got to listen. You got to be. It's okay to be It's okay to be successful and sexy. Make sure you look good. Stop wearing all that baggy clothes. TLC. Look sexy. Be successful and sexy. And make sure your hair fine. We're gonna always look at that. I notice a lot of successful women. I'm noticing when y'all get real busy, y'all kind of Oh, sometimes y'all stop taking care, and there's some women out there, y'all. As I'm telling you, that's the power of social media. I'm seeing these success. There's some successful women out there. Y'all talking about, oh, I can't. I got to sleep with a this, and I got to sleep with. I go and tell that. Go and tell that successful black woman who be like, no, I don't need no bonnet because all my pillowcase is silk, whatever you call it. Listen, there are women out there that's why they with somebody, because they prioritize sex appeal. All right. They prioritize sex appeal, yo. Don't tell me I'm grown, bro. I'm almost 40 in a few years. I'm telling you what I know. They prioritize sex appeal. Oh, I don't dress like that. Well, you need to dress like that, or go and find you a lower class guy that's okay with that. But I'm talking about if you are a successful woman, you getting it. Hear me very carefully. Those types of men, they want sex appeal all the time. Now, hear me. You can argue with him, but there are 25, 30 women to one man. So don't argue and try to just, I'm talking about if you said, you came on here talking about something, you want to be with somebody. You did that. I didn't ask you to come on here. So if you want to know how to be successful and keep a man and get a man, listen to what I am saying. You may need to change how you dressing. Don't do nothing that somebody else is doing. Only do what fits you, but whatever fits you, make it dope. Make it you, but the best you though. Some of y'all you don't present yourself like you want a man. We ain't got to just take all that, and nobody care nothing about your degree and that's your money, and you don't look good. You feel what I'm saying? When you got to listen to me. Come home and your hair all over the place. It was such a long day. No. When you get home, rush to the bathroom, brush your teeth. You should have a little go-kit in your car, because I'm about to walk in the house and kiss him. All right, gargle before you get out. Go to the glove compartment, get it, gargle, right? And look, then get your stuff, walk in the house. Hey, baby, girl, come here, give me one more of them. Give me one more of them. Girl, give me one more of them, girl. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure your stuff look. Then you go to the bathroom, freshen up a little bit. Say, baby, give me 20 minutes. I'm gonna be right out. And then when you come out, I ain't talking about like no lingerie. I'm just saying, because y'all about to just hang it, you about to cook and so forth. But just look. So every time he watching the game, but you got a little booty shorts on. You feel me? He watching the game. Oh. God, dog. Lord, I must be in heaven. But you feel me? Don't just prioritize sex appeal, because men want. I don't care who he is. I don't care how much money he has or does not have. Men want sexy. Babe, do I have to do all that? Yeah. Yeah. Listen to the preacher. That's the only time men agree with the black preacher when he talk about stuff like that. Did you hear what that preacher said? We want sexy booty shorts. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be sexy, man. Go work out. Let him know you. I'm telling you, you won't be single. And then stop posting all that stuff on social media. He wants to know that you belong to him. Every time you turn around, you just posting. Listen, he will lust after that. But a real man, when he say, okay, you gonna be my girl, or you know what I'm saying, he's gonna be protected. He don't want everybody seeing that. He don't want everybody seeing the goodies. He don't want everybody seeing the good. You got to, so you can post, but don't show everything. Let him know that you will put some boundaries in place, so you will let everybody else know. No, no, they right here belong to him. You feel me?